Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English with Podcasts. I'm Emma.
And I'm Leo. Hello, hello. We are so happy you are joining us today. This is going to be a fun, long, and super informative episode.
Whether you're on your way to work, relaxing at home, or walking in the park, this episode is absolutely perfect for practicing real, usable English.
Today, we're going to talk about transportation in English, not just cars and trains, but everything. Formal phrases, casual slang, and all the English you need to navigate the world.
And we'll show you real conversations, practical phrases, and English you can actually use every single day. We're going deep.
Plus, at the end, we'll give you an extended question to practice in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with friends who are learning English. Learning together is much more fun and effective.
So Emma, let's start simple, but we'll get into the details quickly. How did you get to the studio today?
I took the bus, number 12. It was crowded at first, which is typical during the morning rush hour, but I got a seat after a few stops. I actually had a nice 15 minutes to organize my thoughts for this episode.
Nice. I drove here. Traffic wasn't too bad today, luckily. I checked a traffic app before I left. That really helped me avoid the worst bottleneck.
Lucky you. Usually you take the train, right?
Yes, it's significantly easier. I can read a book or listen to a podcast or even reply to emails. Driving in this city can be incredibly stressful, and finding parking is always a nightmare.
I know that feeling. The stress of rush hour driving is simply not worth it for me. And when you take the bus or train, you can totally relax, look out the window, or even chat with friends. It's productive downtime.
True. And on sunny days, I ride my bicycle. That's great exercise, and sometimes it's even faster than the bus or car.
Perfect. And it's wonderful for the environment too. We call that an eco-friendly way to travel.
Absolutely. But rain, no bicycles. You don't want to arrive at work looking like a drowned rat.
I understand. Getting soaked on the commute is never fun. So, how do you usually visit your family if they live outside of the city?
Train, usually. It's about 2 hours on the intercity rail. I like looking at the countryside. Sometimes I even take a short nap. It's very low stress travel.
Sounds incredibly relaxing. I need a train trip soon. I haven't done one in ages.
You should. Where would you like to go? Maybe somewhere you need to go by plane?
Maybe the beach, a real summer escape.
Great. By car with friends, right? Music, talking, singing, that classic road trip experience.
Yes, singing badly all the way, windows down. We stop at all the little roadside diners. It's always an adventure.
And by the time we arrive, our voices are exhausted from 3 hours of singing and chatting. We should call that carpool karaoke.
Now, let's talk about airplanes. Do you like flying, Leo?
I have mixed feelings. Airplanes are incredibly fast, that's the good part, but airports are big, confusing, and often very busy. That's the stressful part.
I completely agree about the airports. The security lines and the waiting are tiresome. But I love flying, seeing new countries, tasting new foods. It's amazing. The destination makes the journey worth it.
Yes, last year I flew to Spain. The flight itself was totally fine.
Wonderful. Once you arrived, how did you get around in the cities? Did you rely on public transportation?
I walked a lot. Walking is honestly the best way to explore a new place. Subways sometimes, especially for longer distances. I took a taxi once from the airport to the hotel. Convenient, even if the fare was a bit expensive. When you're tired, convenience wins.
That's a good trade off. Now, what about travel by water? Have you ever taken a long boat trip or a cruise?
I've never done a long cruise, but last summer I took a ferry to an island. The deck was open, the water was blue, the sun was warm. It was so relaxing. It was a beautiful way to travel.
Sounds perfect. I need to try that. I rarely travel by boat.
You should. It's a very peaceful experience. Just make sure the weather is good so the water is calm. If the water is rough, you might get seasick.
Let's transition into the English language mechanics of transportation. These are the words and phrases you need every day.
And first, the vocabulary recap. We talked about cars, buses, trains, bicycles, planes, taxis, subways, scooters, boats, and walking.
Exciting! Now let's look at the correct prepositions we use. This is where many English learners make small mistakes.
For large vehicles like a train, plane, boat, or bus, we usually use on. You would say, I was on the train for 2 hours, or I got on the bus at the corner.
For small vehicles like a car or a taxi, we use in. You say, we traveled in a taxi to the airport, or I left my jacket in the car.
When speaking about the general method of travel, we use by. For example, I travel to work by us, or she went to France by plane. Remember, though, we never say by foot, but rather on foot.
Right. And for active methods like cycling, we use ride. You say, I ride my bicycle to school.
And the common mistake we mentioned, we don't say I buy bus. We say I take the bus. Use take when you use public transport.
Right. Walking, I go on foot. Simple and useful.
Now let's talk about some important words we need to fully understand the transportation experience. Our first keyword is commute.
Commute, your regular trip to work or school. It's usually the distance or time it takes. Example, my commute is 30 minutes by train.
Rush hour, the busy morning around 7 to 9 a.m. or evening around 4 to 6 p.m. Everyone is in a hurry and there is heavy traffic.
On foot, simply walking. Public transportation, buses, trains, subways, ferries. Good for the environment, often cheaper than driving.
Fare, the money you pay for a trip on a bus, train, or subway. Example, the bus fare went up to $2.50.
Route, the established path or way your bus or train takes. Example, the number 10 bus route goes through the city center.
Delay, when something is late. A terrible but common word. Example, my train has a delay.
Platform, the area in a train or subway station where you wait for the train. Example, your train is departing from platform 7.
Don't worry if it's a lot. Just try to remember 2 or 3 today. Write them down. Example sentence combining these words. My commute is usually fine, but today there's a delay because of the morning rush hour.
Perfect. And viewers, try one word in the comments. We'll read them.
English is best learned by imagining real situations. Let's practice some scenarios you might face while traveling.
Imagine you missed the bus. Oh no! What do you say?
First, I'd check the time and the schedule. Then I'd call or text a friend. I just missed the number 25 bus. I'll be about 15 minutes late.
Or maybe you need to ask about the fare. You could ask, excuse me, how much is the bus fare to Main Street?
If you're not sure about the stop, you can ask the driver, does this bus stop near the Central Library? Or could you tell me when we get to Main Street, please?
The airport is full of very specific English vocabulary. Let's practice some phrases. Checking in at the ticket counter. I'd like to check in for my flight to London, please. Or, here's my passport and ticket confirmation.
About your bags. I'd like to check this luggage, please. Or, is this bag okay as a carry-on?
Later, at the gate. Where is gate 24? Or, is my flight on time or is there a delay?
And the worst problem, my luggage is missing. Where is the baggage claim office? This is very practical English.
Imagine you're lost and need to ask someone for help, asking directions. Excuse me, how do I get to the city park from here?
The answer will use directional words. Go straight ahead for 2 blocks, then turn left onto Main Street. You can then take bus 23 to the final stop.
Or using a landmark. Is the train station near the big blue building?
Let's talk about giving opinions and making comparisons. This is how you sound more fluent and natural. We can use words like prefer, love, dislike, and can't stand.
I prefer trains because they are so comfortable and relaxing.
I love taking the plane. It's fast and exciting, even if the airport is a hassle.
I dislike being stuck in traffic. I can't stand the long commute by car.
We compare things using comparative adjectives: cheaper than, faster than, more comfortable than, less stressful than. For example, the bus is cheaper than a taxi.
The train is faster than the bus.
Flying is more comfortable than driving long distances. We use more for long adjectives, like comfortable.
Taking the subway is less stressful than driving in the city center.
Emma, let's get a little creative. What is your dream transportation for the future?
My dream transportation? I want a high-speed magnetic train, a maglev, that can take me from city to city in under an hour. No traffic, super efficient, silent. That would solve all my problems.
That would be perfect. No more delays. I want a personal electric drone. Not a plane, but something small, a flying taxi. I could skip all the traffic and land right on my rooftop.
A flying taxi. I'd take that. It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but we see new things all the time, like electric scooters and e-bikes. Those are quickly changing how people handle the last mile of their journey.
The last mile is a great phrase. It refers to the final short distance of a trip, often from a subway station to your home. That's where things like scooters really shine.
Exactly. Or what about carpooling? That's where you share your car with other people going the same way. It saves money and reduces the number of cars on the road.
And we use ride-sharing apps, like using your phone to order a car right to your door. That technology has completely changed the taxi industry.
Emma, we have covered so much ground today. We went from simple commute habits to future travel dreams.
We did. The main goal is to practice these words and phrases until they become natural. You'll feel ready anywhere, on the streets, in airports, or on a crowded train.
Remember to be confident. Ask, speak, move, travel. Transportation English is life English.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. Practice every day, and your English will grow naturally.
And now for our extended question of the day. We want to hear your most descriptive answers. The question of the day: what is your daily commute like? And what is your favorite way to travel long distance? Use at least 3 of the vocabulary words we learned today, like commute, rush hour, delay, fare, or platform.
You can give a detailed answer. For example, my commute is 45 minutes by bus. The fare is $2, but I try to leave before rush hour so I avoid a long delay. My favorite long distance trip is by plane to the mountains.
We will read every comment. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep learning, keep smiling, travel safely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.